Hey everybody, welcome back to Trekyards. I'm still Captain Foley.
I mean, we don't change that much, Stuart. We are consistent throughout the years, the spanning of time. We don't change beyond just maybe the general improvements of our technology, of our lights and sounds, and our blinkies and our glows. All those things improve over time.
Today's episode is going to be talking about the Federation and its use of technology. Specifically, we're 930 years in the future. 20. What's the year again?
3188.
3188. Oh yes, I thought it was a little bit earlier because guess what I saw? Guess what I saw in the season premiere of season 3 of Discovery. Can you guess? Can you guess?
You're gonna have to. Oh, Enterprise E, maybe? No. 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 What did you? And I didn't see this first time round, so my opinion of the episode was completely unfiltered by this. And then our view, you said, "Look," and I was like, "Damn." What did you see, Stuart?
Well, when we first saw the city or the marketplace, whatever you called it,
Requiem, wasn't
it's
it?
on the tip of my tongue, yeah, something like that. I was looking to be impressed. I was like, all right, cool, and I see it, and the first thing I see before seeing the big floaty thing in the background, which is what we're supposed to focus on, in the foreground in front of that, I see a Discovery era shuttle. The ones they like to use in everything now, except for lower decks. They use it in Picard. So we see it fly in the foreground, and then there's another one like in the distance, and you can see one or two of them, and it's like... But I guess they have changed, because the big ring on the back, that's the airlock, or the door, or the ramp, whatever you want to call it, is now a glowy, thrusty thing. But other than that, it's the same shuttle.
Okay, so obviously a couple of things to point out here, guys. This is beating a dead horse, but thing is, they brought us a new horse, which is also now dead. Because when Star Trek Picard came out, and the trailer came out, trying to be as hopeful as possible, said, oh, this is a stand-in shuttle. Because of course they're not going to use a 300, 200-year-old shuttle. It's absurd. And not only do they use it in Picard as taxis, which, okay, as a reference, sure, a taxi, maybe, but they're actually flying on a Starfleet headquarters. So every single shuttle is the Starfleet shuttle. So that is the shuttle. So even after 200 years of advancement, or 150 years of advancement, they go all the way back to a retro design, even though they have, guess what, Type 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, Argo, whatever, all this good stuff. And then in Discovery, I didn't expect to see them. I would never expect to see them. And you said earlier on the Federation uses them. Just to clarify, it's in the space lane sort of chatter, as it were, of this place. This is not a Federation colony, so it's nothing to do with the Federation. So I guess it's an antique that an alien has used. So there is a slight caveat. But do you want to know how old, Stuart, that shuttle would be if it was a first-run Discovery era shuttle, which the design is identical, even with the red striping, it's just got the aft ring is now different. Do you know how old that would be?
Tell me.
949 years old.
They don't make them like they used to.
No. And that is based on our earliest appearance, which is Brightest Star, the Saru episode, where we see the Shinjo. Not that it's implied to be a new shuttle in that, so it could easily be another 10, 15, 20 years. So you're looking at 950 plus years old. And if you just go by Picard, because hey, that could be the next gen. That could have been, bringing back the retro design. So if that's a Gen 7 retro version from Star Trek Picard era, so that's right at the end of the timeline, it's only 789 years old.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So either way, 3/4 of a century old technology being flown around right in front of camera in Star Trek Discovery Season 3. What were they thinking?
Let's not forget Calypso. And I know that a lot of people probably do forget Calypso or forget what it's about, but one of the things about that is just before the ship was told to wait for 1,000 years, they just got new shuttles on board, which were warp-capable shuttles. And they were brand new, according to the AI or the ship. And they'd never really been used. So that's the one that Kraft actually leaves the ship with. So the new warp-capable shuttles are at least Discovery era. And yeah, they could be older because of the Brightest Star. Those ones weren't warp-capable, but it's still the exact same design. And yes, it is kind of beating a dead horse, but at the same time, it's like, why are you continuing to use these assets? I know for... Picard and stuff, it could have been like, well, we have them, we'll use them. fine.
Although they also had access to Eagle Moss Lightwave assets, which
Yes.
are convertible under a day, day and a half. You've got all of the, literally every, they've done shuttle, all of them exist. And if you had a guy that worked on both has used both software packages, which is often the case, you couldn't do them, I'll convert it to Tobias assets from Maya to Lightwave in under a day. It's annoying, but it's doable, and that's a shuttle. It doesn't take long.
So they're everywhere is what we're saying. And then yet, for some reason, because this is Prime Timeline, guys, because they said so, this is Prime Universe, this is Prime Timeline, somewhere between Discovery and TNG, or Picard, I mean, we had the Type F, we had all of the different ones in TNG. You never see one Discovery shuttle. So there's a big era of, like, we don't want to use the Discovery shuttle, and then they come back. Because it's Prime, because they said so.
It is nonsensical, and it's the difference between the visual effects department really loving the subject matter versus whoever. And this is not a slight against them. It's just that sounds like the team. So the team to go for Picard, their same visual effects, roughly the same team were on Lower Decks in Discovery. So same Pixamondo guys, and they were told, right, we need to have a shuttle flying around. So they went in, click, Star Trek, click, Discovery, click, shuttle. Okay, shuttle, because one shuttle doesn't. I mean, it's Star Trek. They don't necessarily register. They're not necessarily told if it's the future. So a shuttle is a shuttle. It does not matter. Whereas in the olden days, the effort put in to, even if you use an old shuttle, kit bash it, alter it, change it, was extreme. And that's within miniatures. Although I guess you have to be really intentional miniatures. CGI, you can kind of kit bash whatever. And then for this, what's sad about this scene in particular, Stuart, is that they have other shuttles, which are not just, now they are generic who cares shuttles, but the point is they're not Discovery shuttles. And I would be fine if the designs felt old and just boring shuttles. So you have assets, and I don't care if there's 50 repeated same shuttle assets, but to deliberately use Discovery assets 949 years after they were made, exactly the same except you've taken one surface and made it glow. I mean, I said to you in our review, it is just trolling. Like, they're doing it intentionally to piss people off. There's no other reason. I know this was a work-at-home show, but you've already got other shuttles. There's no reason. It's just trolling. It's just trying to piss people off.
And yet the visuals are the best thing. They're the best thing because the special effects in the show are incredible. Like, they're for a weekly television show, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, that creature that they took to the planet looked spectacular. They could spend a week modelling that, but they had to reuse a Discovery asset. I know it's different teams. That's a hard surface modelling versus creature modelling, fine. But it's very strange, Stuart. And it'd be fine if they made a future version of the Discovery Shuttle, took a basic shape, redesigned it, made way more things glowy, made more sleeker, longer. Oh look, that's a future version of the Discovery Shuttle, but looking as if they've obviously got some sort of design aesthetic for this future. They must have some sort of design aesthetic, and so if they took the design, completely rejiggered it, it's like the Star Trek V shuttle into the TNG shuttle. It's the same aesthetic, but modernized thoroughly. So you know what I mean? There's the successful branching of two eras there of the same basic lineage. But they just slapped it in, and we're gonna complain every time because it was wrong the first time, it's wrong this time, and just because you're at home, this was the first show that you would have finished. You could have gone back and re-render that one thing, but we are the ship guys, so of course we're gonna notice this stuff, and of course we're gonna point it out. I think they're just trolling because they're not that stupid.
That being said, guys. I know. Put down in the comments if you notice this, what you think of it, and just let us know. Make sure you like the video.
And it's funny because there are other shuttles that you can't see what they are. So if you wanted to just have things flying around, who the hell cares if it's so far away you can't tell what it is? But when you can blatantly tell what it is, that's the problem, you know?
Yeah, so anyway, guys, comment, hit like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click notification bell icon. We like talking about this kind of stuff, especially during lives and stuff every week. So if you can join us, make sure that you click that notification icon so maybe YouTube will notify you when we're going live and releasing new videos.
But that's not guaranteed, so do make sure that you just check in on us every once in a while. Have a look. We do lives most of the week at the same time, so if you've seen one, it's going to be that same time, and edited videos all throughout the week, depending how obviously big and special the content in the new episode of Trek is. Discovery tends to have a few things, so check back in, tune into those. Like, share, subscribe those videos as well. If you enjoy one in particular, Let us know on our Facebook. Say, hey guys, we really enjoyed this. Say hi, say hey, and keep tuning back in.
That's right. So until next time, guys, or maybe we'll have a new shuttle to talk about. I'm Captain Foley.
And I'm Connor Combs.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.